everyone, it's Hunter and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then hi, it is so nice to meet you. In today's video, I am sharing with you guys some free resources for creators that you can find online or in different apps. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't already. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and also don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I want to talk about is the YouTube audio library. I feel like this is one that a lot of new creators don't really know about, but when you're looking for music online, it can be really difficult to make in your YouTube videos. It can be pretty difficult to find copyright free music, and a lot of times when you do find something that's copyright free, eventually at some point it's probably going to be copyrighted, which is really terrifying to think about, that all of your videos are going to be flagged. So if you use audio from the YouTube audio library, then it's never going to be flagged. Like, they have it there for you to use so that it's copyright free and you don't have to worry about anything being flagged. They have sound effects, they have so many different options for you to use, and it's completely free. Like, nothing about it costs any money, and sometimes it requires attribution, like you have to put it in your description box, but sometimes it's completely attribution free. So you can use it however you want to, and you're never gonna have to pay for it. The next resource that I want to talk about is called Creative Market, which is creativemarket.com. This is one of my favorite resources. I am subscribed to their weekly newsletter, and Creative Market is just what it is. It's a market for creative resources. You can buy fonts, you can buy other graphic elements. If you have an iPad and you have Procreate, they have Procreate brushes on there. They have different vectors and PNGs and Illustrator files, video files, literally everything that you can possibly think of. So basically they have a section on their website called Free Goods of the Week. They have a set of six new resources, elements, goods, if you will, that you can download for free every single week, and I download all 6 of them every single week. I attach them to my Dropbox folder. I just sync it to Dropbox, so it goes straight to my Dropbox folders, and then whenever I want to use those elements, then I will download them. If I'm looking for something new, I go through there first before I try to find something that I want to buy. And I have always found Creative Market a super helpful place to find stuff that works for a lot of graphic design things that I do. My next option is Unsplash, and Unsplash is another thing that it's not necessarily for new YouTubers or anything like that, but if you are needing background photos, or you want to put words on something, or like you need a photo for literally anything under the sun, they have so many photos on there, and they're all completely free. My next resource is Vont.com, which I'm sure if you have been diving into any resources for creators, this one you have heard of, but Vont.com is a huge library of free fonts. They're completely free. Now, you have to look at some information. Not all of them are 100% completely free to use. Most of them, all of them are free to use for personal use. So if you are using a font for a YouTube thumbnail, or adding words for an Instagram story or something like that, then it is completely free to use. But if you're gonna make money off of it, then you might have to buy a license for it. But for YouTube and things like that, it's free to use, and you can use them however you want to. The next resource I want to talk about is Canva, and I feel like a lot of people are familiar with Canva, but I wanted to mention it. It is a website, but it's also an app. This has a paid version, so you can do like a premium subscription, or you can buy different graphic elements on there, like fonts and things like that, just individually. But that's really up to you if you want to spend money on the things. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. But I know from experience that Canva is a great option for making thumbnails, for making YouTube headers, for a media kit, for making just different graphics, posters and flyers, and so many different things. If you are not even a graphic designer, if you are not a creator and you just need a quick flyer thrown together, or a cute PowerPoint, or an Instagram story template, they got you. They got so many different designs, and I think a lot of them look so good, and you can use them for free. So I would recommend that. The next thing that I want to talk about is actually a Google Chrome extension, and it is called TubeBuddy. If you are a YouTuber and you're not using TubeBuddy, then you really need to be. They have a lot of different, it helps with SEO, and if you are not familiar with SEO, it is a search engine optimization. YouTube is essentially a giant search engine, so why would you not be using this? You know, it's super helpful. It can help you find tags for your videos, it can help you word your titles correctly, and it can show you where you rank in search, so you can determine how well your video is going to do based on search. The last two websites that I have are Google Sheets and Google Drive. They are both free to use if you have a Google account. On Google Drive, you can use up to 15 gigabytes of storage, and I'm not sure if you can purchase more. I've never heard of you being able to purchase more, but I'm sure there's an option for that. I'll have to find out, but that is an awesome way for you to just be able to share files with other people, or if you are, you know, needing to get something printed and you don't want to put it on your phone or anything like that. It's just a cloud storage that you can use, that you can access through the internet, and I think it's really helpful. And Google Sheets, I just mentioned this, but I use Google Sheets to create my video planning templates so that I can just have a more organized planning situation. And there are so many videos about how to do this, and there are people who sell Google Sheets templates online, but Google Sheets is a really good planning tool, and I think that it is just, it's a good way to organize. Everything else that I'm going to be talking about are apps that I wanted to talk about that I feel like are helpful, that are nice, they look nice, they work well. So the first app I want to talk about is the Filmm App, and Filmm App is from Zoe Sugg, who is Zoella, and A Color Story. They also have an app, but they collaborated and created the Filmm App, and it's basically this app where you can import videos, and you can make video clips, all kinds of stuff, where you can add filters and light leaks and things like that over videos, and I just think it's really cute. It's free, but they also have paid versions of it where you can access all of the filters and all of the video effects for free, and then they also have different packs that you can purchase individually. So basically you can purchase individual packs, or you can buy all of them for individual prices, or you can pay by the month for like all of everything. So it's like Film Plus or something like that. And then they also have an app called Template App, which is templates for Instagram layout. So if you have like a carousel of photos, you can make it so that they like flow together really well, or so you can put it on your Instagram story and they are like together, they like are owned by the same thing, just different apps. And in the same way that the Filmm App has a subscription or buying individual packets, this has the same thing. The next two apps are very similar to each other. One is Phonto and one is Vont. They're pretty much the same app, but one is for video and one is for photos. I like to use these to I use Phonto to make my thumbnails, to be honest. You can import your own fonts from DaFont onto these apps, so you can use whatever fonts you want, and I've found that to be really helpful. It's the only app that I found that I can import my own fonts into, which is probably why I like using both of them so much, because then whenever I have fonts on my computer, I can use them on my phone too. And I use it to add words to my Instagram stories if I want to use a different font than what is included on Instagram, or like to add it to videos. I don't know, I just think it's really cool. The next app I'm talking about is InShot, and InShot is what I use to, I don't really know how to explain how I use this. I guess I'll just show you. I use it to add borders to my Instagram thumbnails whenever I'm making them here. I don't know, there's other ways to do it, but InShot is just how I do it, and you can also edit video clips together. The next app is Tezza App, and if you don't know who Tezza is, where are you on the internet? Because Tezza, she is a she's an Instagram influencer, and she has her own app, and in the same way that a lot of influencers have their own preset packs for Lightroom, it's basically her preset pack, but on her app. So you can pay like $3.99 a month or 99 cents a month, $3.99, or maybe it's $1.99. I know it's $3.99 for the video pack, but I'm not sure how much it is for just the photos, because I paid for the video app. But basically it's just filters that you can put on videos and photos. She's got a couple of story templates and also like effects that you can put on photos, like dust, scratches, things like that, so they look really cool. Next is Unfold, and Unfold was the very first story template app I ever came across, but I saw someone on YouTube or on Instagram using it, and it's just basically another app that you can make templates or like collages with your photos for your Instagram stories, because they're formatted for Instagram stories in that way. And you can, like the other apps, you can buy certain packs, or you can use the free ones on there, or you can pay for like the plus version of the app by the month and have access to all of them. The next app I want to talk about is Lightroom Mobile, and I know that everyone and their mom uses Lightroom Mobile now, because I really feel like everyone just transferred from VSCO to Lightroom, and you can buy Lightroom presets from so many different creators online. You can find free ones. Some people, you know, they charge $100 for 2 presets, and then some people charge like $25 for like 25 presets, or you know, it's $1 or donate, whatever you want. You can get as many presets as you want to to, but you can also create your own presets, and there's just so much that you can do on the Lightroom app with photos that you can't really do on any other app. So that's why I really love Lightroom. I used Lightroom before everyone started using it, or before everyone started telling you about it, because I'm a photographer and I use it to edit photos whenever I go on photo shoots. So having presets is super helpful, and I just really like using it. My favorite ones right now are the Aspen Ovard, like summer ones, I think. The next app I want to talk about is called Hashtag, and for me it's mostly just a way for me to keep different categories of hashtags together to be able to put them on my Instagram picture. And you can have, like, if you have a travel photo, you can have travel hashtags. If you have a home photo, then you can have home presets or hashtags, things like that. I mean, you can also do that in your notes app on your phone, but I like it because it gives me suggestions for them, and it also just automatically copies all of them. The next app I want to talk about is YouTube Tracker, or YT Tracker. I did not know about this one until I was in a Facebook group, on a YouTube Facebook group. There we go, that makes more sense. But it basically gives you like ranking, not ranking, but it shows you like what percentage you are to 1,000 subscribers, what percentage you are to 10,000, to 100,000, to a million, to 10 million. I'm literally not even showing up on the million one. I'm only showing up on the 100,000 one right now because I'm at 3%. How successful am I? Anyway, and it also shows you how close you are to monetization, or being able to apply to monetization. And I think that that's really helpful. That was really helpful for me, just to see a visual of both things put together on my phone. It is a day behind the YouTube analytics, so if you want like the most up-to-date thing, YouTube Studio is the way to go, but if you just want like a quick visual, then YouTube YT Tracker is super helpful. And the last app I want to talk about is iMovie. I remember when iMovie cost like $10, but if you have a MacBook or you have an iPhone, then you can download iMovie and edit videos, or you can edit on your iPad or whatever it is that you have. But if it's an Apple device, you can use iMovie, and it's completely free, and there's so much you can do on iMovie. I used iMovie for the first year of having my channel until I upgraded to Final Cut Pro, and honestly, I wish I would have known everything that I could do on iMovie, because I probably would have used it for a lot longer than I did. And there are so many videos on YouTube of like how to edit with iMovie, and like they're so helpful, and I've actually watched them myself just because I'm so curious about how people make such awesome videos using just iMovie. So that is all I have for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below. If you have any other resources, be sure to let me know down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!